If you're constantly failing to accomplish your biggest goals in life, what's holding you back is your poor self-image. A poor self-image is what causes self-doubts, fears, and inhibitions in you that hold you back from achieving your most important goals. And you're not alone. A poor self-image, feelings of inadequacy, the fear of failure, and the constant battle with negative self-talk is common among all of us. But the exciting thing is, you have the power to shape your self-image and control your destiny. And in this video, I'll reveal to you how you can take charge and shape your self-image to transform your mindset, boost your self-confidence, and create a new identity that will push you to take action and accomplish your biggest goals in life. Be it in your health, creating a high-income career, or building quality relationships. So let's dive in to figure out how you can shape your self-image and rewrite the story of your life. Self-image is one of the most crucial aspects of someone's personal development journey, and it affects all aspects of life: personal, social, and professional. As the author, Maxwell Maltz, puts it in his book, Psycho-Cybernetics, the self-image is the key to human personality and human behavior. Change the self-image and you change the personality and the behavior itself. Maltz was the first researcher and author to understand and explain how the self-image has complete control and power over an individual's ability to achieve or fail to achieve any goal in life. In another quote by Tony Robbins in his book, Unlimited Power, explains this idea as well. As Tony said, before the mind can work efficiently, we must develop our perception of the outcomes we expect to reach. When the mind has a defined target, it can focus and direct and refocus and redirect until it reaches its intended goals. This concept of perception that Tony talks about is also a fragment of self-image. The goals we can achieve or fail to achieve, for that matter, depend on if our mind has a clear goal, the right knowledge, confidence, and strong self-belief to achieve the said goal. And just like that perception, there is several different components to the self-image. And here's some that I believe make up the core of our self-image: our personal beliefs, our physical appearance, our collection of thoughts, ideas, and concepts about ourselves, our interpretation of others' perceptions of ourselves, and the perception of our ideal self that we constantly aim towards. So these are the characteristics that have helped me understand my self-image. And while there is no agreed upon framework or set in stone rules for self-image, every single person has to be responsible for shaping their own self-image to create desired outcomes and achieve the success they desire in life. And on the contrary, if you fail to take charge of your self-image, your society and culture will shape it for you, regardless of how it affects your life, positively or negatively. And honestly, you can't afford to not take charge of your self-image, because it will affect your confidence, it will affect your self-esteem, and it will affect your self-talk, which will dictate the successes and failures in your life. Another concept that I want to discuss with you is that your mind is a goal-achieving machine. And based on your self-image, you will determine the goals you want to set for yourself and achieve in life. Whether they are big or they're small, it is all dependent on your self-image. And your self-image will also shape your perception and the likelihood if you are going to achieve any goals you set for yourself or not. For example, individuals who lack confidence, have a negative self-image, have a track record of failures from their past, and consistently doubt themselves, may tend to choose and set very small goal for themselves or not set any goals at all due to a lack of self-belief and a poor self-image. On the other hand, those who are confident, have a positive self-image, don't let self-doubts and fear affect them, and have a history of past successes, are more likely to set ambitious goals just because they have confidence in their own abilities and have a strong self-image. Similarly, in relationships, one's perception of whether they are attractive or not will play a huge role in the kind of relationships and partners they pursue in life. Individuals who have a poor self-image and believe that they are unattractive, not good looking, will either avoid pursuing relationships altogether, or they might just attract partners that have similar self-image issues. To convince you of the importance of self-image and how big of a role it plays in one's life and their likelihood of achieving any success in their life, I want to share my own personal story with you that will clearly show you how important self-image in life is. Going from feeling unattractive and fat to becoming athletic and good-looking. You see, growing up, I always had poor self-image. And things got worse back in 2011 when I was diagnosed with disc hernia. In simple terms, 2 of my lower back discs had completely popped out of the vertebral column and were pressing against all the nerve endings going down the right side of my body, causing chronic pain. I couldn't move, sit, or even walk without experiencing sharp pain. I was put on complete bed rest, and all I did was watch TV, stuff my face with junk food, and look at the depressed faces of my parents who felt absolutely helpless, not knowing how to help their 18-year-old son to get back on his feet. And when it came time for my surgery, I remember being taken to the airport for my flight to New Delhi in a wheelchair, like literally in a wheelchair. I vividly remember to this day that everyone was staring at me while I was just wondering, looking at them, what was going on through their mind, looking at me sitting in a wheelchair, not being able to move and being pushed around by my parents. And I'll kid you not, those were some of the most embarrassing moments of my life that I can never forget. Good news is that the surgery went fine. The doctors literally drilled through my backbone an inch long of a hole to cut out the 2 discs that had completely popped out. And after the surgery, recovery was painful. It took me 6 months to learn how to move again, walk properly, and gain my strength back with physiotherapy and rehabilitation. This whole episode caused me to gain weight and become depressed, and it took a major hit on my self-image. I even failed my high school exams as I was in the ICU on the day of some of my exams, and I couldn't even get into any good engineering colleges at the time, which caused even greater depression, thinking that my life would amount to nothing. But there's a silver lining. A turning point came about in the year 2012. I got an opportunity to go to the US to pursue my higher education in software engineering. But before I left India and moved to the US, I clearly remember that I decided that I was going to change my self-image and transform my life. I started to work on my body to lose the weight I had gained from bed rest and surgery, and started working towards becoming fit again. I became obsessed with weight training, and I would literally imagine and envision myself being at 10% body fat with a 6-pack ab, even when I was still obese and at 30% body fat at the time. But over time, the more I took charge of my self-image, changed my negative self-talk, changed my self-limiting beliefs, and envisioned a new version of myself, my life began to transform. And it completely changed the way I made decisions regarding my life. I even started to set bigger and bigger goals for myself, things that I could never dream of doing. And in the process, I lost more than 30 pounds, cut down to 10% body fat, and of course, got a 6-pack ab while becoming athletic and fit. And I slowly became one of the strongest and most athletic person I know at my body weight. And all the things that I thought were impossible for me became my new reality. And this not only affected my physical appearance, but also changed my attitude. I became more confident and I became more sure of myself. And this process of changing my self-image, setting better goals, and changing my behavior over time has completely transformed my life for the better. I went from being the fat, unattractive looking kid to now an athletic, confident, and good looking man. And when it came to having a meaningful relationship in my life, I couldn't have even imagined having a girlfriend back in that day. But even that changed for me when I found the love of my life, Preeti, who I have been with for 14 years now. Now I understand how one can program their mind, their self-image, to create new possibilities for themselves. And that's why I want to tell you that if you take charge of your own self-image and shape it over time, you will increase the likelihood of succeeding in any goal you set for yourself. And here is some actionable advice for you to help you improve your self-image, boost your self-confidence, and create a new identity so you can also accomplish extraordinary goals in your life. Tip number 1, check your self-talk. Pay attention to the way you speak to yourself and replace any negative self-talk with positive and empowering ones. Tip number 2, document your wins. Keep a record of your past successes and accomplishments in life, and consistently review your track record of past wins to boost your self-confidence and remind you of your capabilities and potential. This will expand and fuel your ambition to pursue more challenging goals in the future. Tip number 3, embrace failure only as feedback. Instead of viewing your failures as a reflection of your self-worth. See your failures as opportunities for growth and learning. So the next time when you fail, analyze what went wrong, extract valuable lessons from your self-reflection, and apply them to your future endeavors and the goals you set for yourself. Tip number 4. Set ambitious goals. Challenge your self-limiting beliefs and set enormous goals that push you outside of your comfort zone. And as you achieve these huge and challenging goals, you will learn to trust yourself more. And that will help you build a stronger self-image by helping you gain more confidence in yourself and your abilities. Tip number 5. Align your self-image with your goals and purpose. Train your mind and reshape your self-image with self-reflection and journaling habits. Envision yourself as the person you want to become and reinforce positive beliefs about your potential and capabilities. Read and study successful people to flood your mind with new information and knowledge that will help you gain relevant skills and experience. And this is how you will be able to change your thought patterns, your habits, and behavior that shape your self-image. Remember, you can't win at life without taking charge of your self-image first. So actively work on crafting and shaping your self-image and alter your self-limiting beliefs with the actionable tips I provided to you in this video so you can unlock your true potential and achieve the success you deserve in life. I hope this video inspired a new way of thinking in you. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.